Alright everyone, and welcome back to another video and the first F123 gaming experiment on the channel. Today we're going to be seeing what happens when you have the entire grid of equal cars, everyone having the same performance. And if you're on console, you can try this out for yourself. Head to F1 World, because that's now where Grand Prix mode is hosted, as previous years. If you click on that, obviously you don't want to race the F1 World Car, just go for F123 and then pick a track of your choice. We'll be racing at Austria because that's where we've raced previously. We've done these game experiments with the particular equal cars. And then obviously you want to pick your team and make sure that you press the Y key if you're on an Xbox controller, or I don't know what the button is, but make sure equal performance is on. And that way, everyone will have the same performance. I believe it's still the same as it was in previous years, where it's the FOM car performance that it's copying it from. Now we're going to race as Nick de Vries, and I've purposely decided to start from the back. But I did do short qualifying to give everyone a chance. So it's Verstappen from Norris, McLaren having a nosebleed up there as Norris did in real life as Spain. As you see there, I just left off at the final corner. So yeah, well, you know, we've got a mixed up grid. Alonso down the order as well. So it's going to be interesting. Well, we'll have to see who will be fastest. Who can win this race? It's going to be tight. It's going to be interesting. Before in previous years, it's sort of there's not been that close of a race, but we'll have to wait and see. 35% race, so let's get started on the mediums as well, doing the alternate strategy as always, and 5 lights and away we go. And that is a beautiful start. That I'll take that out. You know, that start I had a couple of days ago, that's the best start I've had for about 4 years ever. Well, we had a collision with Magnussen as well, as you just couldn't get car stops in time, and they're going so slow during turn 1 as well. As Norris has not had a good start of the line though, and it's the two Ferraris and the Alpine of Gasly have both got ahead of Lando Norris there as well. We're going to make a double dive bomb on both Ocon and Magnussen. Don't want to brake too. I had to brake too early though, otherwise we'll go straight on. The curves are a little bit deadly as well still. We're going to 3 wide though between myself, Magnussen and Ocon. Can we get Bottas down the inside at turn 4? Yes, we can. I think Ocon's going to follow us through. He does. But here's a replay. We've gone from 3 wide here with both Ocon and Magnussen as well. And then we brake early. Brake late, excuse me, and Bottas is a sitting duck for both myself and Esteban Ocon as well. And more bad news for Lando Norris. He's just like in Spain, he's lost his front wing. He's going to have to make a pit stop, but he's slowing everyone up first. An absolute treat for me first, as we get Lance Stroll down the inside here at turn 3. Now we've got up to our teammate Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri. Hopefully we can get him at turn 4. As well as the soft tyres will start to go off shortly, hopefully, although I don't know quite how this is going to work. The 35% race, of course, this is the first time I've driven a 35% race on my channel, as well as Tsunoda's going to come back at me though on the runner up to through the fake turn 2 up to turn 3. We're going to try and go around the outside, switchback him. He went too deep at the corner. And that was a textbook switchback there, as we're able to get another position and get back the position that Tsunoda got from us with DRS there. Of course, we're getting the better traction as well, because traction is vastly improved on F123. Now we're having a look at Sergio Perez as Lando Norris is pitting there. Had a contact grazing with the Mercedes of George Russell, I think that was. It's Russell. As Tsunoda tried to come back at me again on the final corner exit, but we're not going to allow that. Now we're diving down the inside of Perez. We've gone too deep. Perez is going to come back with side by side. I'm going to not use save a bit of battery though, because of course this is default. We're not yet into the rounds of later and we're going to just burn the battery for days on end. Perez still there on the inside there. Will now have the inside for the next corner, turn 5 as well. This will be an unusual overtaking spot. You can make the overtake work here. We're up to P9 and Tsunoda did temporarily get in front of him, but I think Perez will eventually get him back at some point. As up the front, well, you know, DRS. I said it's overpowered on this game previously, and that's exactly what's happened there. As Charles Leclerc takes over, but they are swapping positions to the lead, left, right, and centre. At this moment in time, we're going to get Alex Albon, who is the highest that Williams has been for the majority of the season. We're up to P8 now. We're making good progress. So our teammate, as I said, is now getting overtaken by Sergio Perez, as well as Perez out traction in turn 4, ran the outside, a textbook move at that corner. He's up to P10 now. So unfortunately, Yuki's out of the points at this point. As well as Albon comes back at us at the penultimate corner, we're not having that. We had to take a bit of curb to give him the space that he wanted to give us. But Albon's then going to come back at us again up to turn 3, but this time, well, he goes deep because we went a bit deep, and that allows Perez at the inside, and Albon has lost another position. And it's great news if you're a Tifosi, because that's a Ferrari 1-2, ladies and gentlemen. A rare sight to see these days in Formula 1, but there we go. Haven't seen one of those since last year, as we're going to get George Russell here down the inside. Yes, we can. Perez is going to follow us through again as well. Bit late on Russell. Get a warning from by the FIA there as well. I don't think it was particularly bad manners. I think, you know, obviously we were making the dive. We were narrow angle, of course we're going to go late, and Russell not having the spatial awareness that we needed. A long way away though, Valtteri Bottas's Ferrari engine has decided it doesn't want to take part anymore, and he's out of the race with an engine failure. And interestingly, through the pit stop phase, Fernando Alonso has gained loads of positions because of all the infighting. So Leclerc leads and Alonso's up to second, as we've now caught up to Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. With both of us coming into the pits. This will be AlphaTauri versus Alpine Mechanics. Who will get the better position? So I'm hoping that the AlphaTauri boys and girls can deliver for me as Verstappen sets a new fastest lap. We come out and ghost, because there's no unsafe release in F1 23, and goes through Pierre Gasly and ahead of him. As well, through into 8th place for now. Gasly's lost out a little bit by staying out longer. But now, here's Fernando Alonso, the old man. He's going for the lead and takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. But will it last for long? I don't think so, because Verstappen and Leclerc both have DRS. Our teammate, though, is having a fantastic recovery. He's going to get back in front of Alex Albon. So, it's going well for our teammate. Tsunoda's up to P10. We're looking to move forwards though, down the inside of George Russell again, who undercut us, of course, and we're up to back up to P7. Now we're chasing after Sir Lewis Hamilton. Can we get both Mercedes here as well? There's a bit of a kerfuffle. We can see the lead. We could win this race at this point. I'm thinking, you know, we've only got 8 laps to go. We're on the best tyres. We're setting purple sectors. I think we can win this race. That is yet to be seen, but we'll have to wait and see about that. Hamilton, a bit of an issue there. He didn't want to give us space at turn 6, and there was a bit of a top tyre banging as well. It's all changed at the front. Leclerc now leads from Verstappen, but mate Verstappen is now back, is taking the lead away, or not, because he gets out tractioned by Leclerc and then gets overtaken by Alonso. So they are shifting positions left, right and centre. Squabbling is costing us so much time. Double dive bomb. Can we get Sainz here on the exit? Out traction in there. We've got Hamilton, which is good. And yes, we can. We're up another position, up to P5 as well. Now, next up is Perez, who had a fantastic, just like Alonso, pit early, undercut everyone, and while they were squabbling, is now able to get the position as we being re-attacked by Science there, but we are able to fend them off at turn 1. Now they're going about 3 or 4 wide into turn 3. We take a switch back, a little bit of a wobble there, and we do catch. We get Science, sorry, get Verstappen. Science gets him as well. Now we're going around the outside for Sergio Perez into turn 3. Turn 4, it's 3 wide. We go down the middle of both of them. And I hold my breath there as I, almost closing my eyes as that gap narrowed between Sainz and Perez and Sainz and Leclerc there. I think, Leclerc and Perez, I should say. And then, look at this. Have you ever seen racing like this in real life? Imagine this in real life. Every race where everyone is going toe to toe through every single corner. There's about 5 cars in the space of a tenth there. As Verstappen and Russell are going side by side. Russell overtakes, but DRS is just going to allow them to re-overtake time after time after time. And if you can get away from this lot, you are in clean. If you can get some clean air is overpowered. Then they're racing like this, losing time, so much time, and it should become a 2-horse race between myself and Fernando Alonso for this win. And we are able to get Alonso on the soft tyres round the outside, lap 22 at turn 1, and we're up into the lead. Meanwhile, behind us, there's a bit of a gap forming between Leclerc, and it's between Perez and Sainz for the podium. It wasn't look like these two were going to be getting a podium a few laps ago, and it was Leclerc, Alonso and Verstappen out in front. But Verstappen's still there, as is Russell. Not the end of the world for Leclerc. He can still catch back up, but obviously he needs to break away, and he's falling behind Gasly there. Meanwhile, Alonso's got DRS back on us again as our tyres do start to fall off, which is interesting to see. The 35% tyre wear a little bit kicking in, a little bit harsher than what you get in a 25% race there, as we're able to go down the inside there off Fernando Alonso at turn 4 with a bit of DRS and re-overtake the Spaniard. But Alonso comes back on the final lap at the same corner. This time we've not had the best exit or corner apex through turn 3, but down to turn 4 we still got DRS. We've got, using what ERS we got left, going to dive it down the inside at turn 4, take a bit of the curving to give Alonso the space, and we're back up into the lead on the final lap. And Alonso doesn't have the answer, because it's Nick de Vries, ladies and gentlemen, that wins this Equal Performance Grand Prix, and that is getting me achievement as well for winning my first race on F123 as driving as Nick de Vries from last on the grid as well. So the squabbling there was insane. I've never seen anything like that on any game. I know they can lose time but they squabble, but to have that so many cars squabbling, as I say, if you want to try this out for yourself, then as I say, I have left instructions how to do that. Let me know what you're getting on the comments below if you're going to try this out for you. If you are new around here though, please do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.